Hello everyone. Oh, go away, notification. I get it, I'm live. Did I spell animated right? Yes, I did. Hello. Welcome to a brand new live stream. Yeah, I'm not in my that chatty mood today. Oh, great. My Xbox thing on my basically my account on Minecraft on my PC is not working. I know that because they told me why. Oh, it took longer than it took to do the last Epic World video, which was 22 minutes. So, yeah, that's not helping anyone's case. But, just get stuff sorted a little bit. I just wanted to stop because I kept delaying the time a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Because I was going to do the stream yesterday, and I just had to do it today, and then I did it from 2 o'clock, and then from 3 o'clock until 3:30. Even though it's not 3:30, not even 3 o'clock yet, but that was the point. Oh. You edit the title. You check the title. Everything's running smoothly. Yeah, in today's stream, we'll be reacting to Mr. Nightmare once again, which is pretty original for this channel at this point. Animated horror stories, so like pretty much it's probably more scary than these videos actually are. And they're pretty scary in itself, even though I don't get scared of them that easily. And then at the end of the stream, we'll be watching SMG4. Oh hi, Andrew, welcome to the stream. What's up with that? Yeah, we'll be watching some SMG4 afterwards. We've got kind of a weird schedule this week for streams. We've got this stream today. 2 SMG4 streams today. No, tomorrow and Tuesday, because I just want to do them because they're funny videos. And on Wednesday will be Stampy's 700th Rovie Road episode. Yeah, Stampy's 700th Rovie Road episode. So I want to check that. I want to watch that on the stream as well. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of streams this week. So yay, good. More planning ahead. Yes, yeah. As I've said, SMG4. If you don't know who SMG4, he basically does like Mario 64 videos, basically. Like not like Let's Plays, like way different Mario 64 videos, but in that universe as well. Well, at the end of the stream, I'll show you it as well. But and then on Wednesday, we're reacting to Stampy's Rovie Road 700th episode. Yeah, I was actually gonna do that yesterday, but I just thought, it made more sense to do it on Wednesday because it's 700th episode. Trust me, I'm actually really hyped for that. So yeah, we've got a video coming every week, well every day. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do Thursday and Friday though because I have nothing for that. Might be an Epic World video, depends if I'm bothered to design something. But yeah, how is everyone's Sunday, by the way? How is everyone's Sunday today? I know Sunday's the most boring day of the week, I do know that. I know Sunday's pretty much everyone's boring day of the week, but screw it, lad. My head's messed up again. This is irritating. My hair gets messed up so easily. I need a haircut. This is not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. I swear my skin in Minecraft has better hair than me, even though I'm covered in that on that skin. But still. Oh yeah. Thank you to everyone who actually watched the last Epic War video. It's got like 76 views in like a day. And I don't get how Epic War videos do so well. But I'm happy about it. Good feedback. yeah, we'll get started in just 1 second. I hope this tea lasts me for a little bit. Yeah, if you want to know how my weekend's been, it's not been, well, been alright, but it's just been boring because I've had literally nothing to do. I was in like that lazy mood where I just can't do anything. But because all the days, like, because there's bank holiday last weekend and bank holiday Monday was last Monday. But I keep thinking like Monday was Tuesday. Oh, thanks, nice cup. This is not my cup. This is my normal cup. It's in downstairs being washed because that's my usual cup, as you could probably tell because I had it in half stream. So this is just another cup that I use when I'm not having that cup. Has it got flowers on this thing? It probably does as well. That's not good. We hide that. Let's hide that. Well, Andrew, how's your vacation away from Epic World? Because Andrew and Ellie are having a vacation from Epic World, as I mentioned in yesterday's video. No, on Friday's video even. How's your vacation? I don't know why I'm saying vacation. Their lives pretty much exactly the same, but I'll get into these videos in a minute. Great. Yeah, Bob and Jeremy are doing your work perfectly well, even though. Hey, Andrew, did you see that video on Friday? See the video? Oh, did you see the video on Friday? Because I don't know, because I don't know if he checks up on videos on like if he's not in them. If you didn't, I'm not going to spoil anything, and the same goes to everyone else who didn't watch that video either. But I actually I basically made my UFO better, basically. Because there was nothing in it for like years, or for like a year. Because it's been there for a year, mind blown. But I actually made it like, bit more bearable to look at. AKA Bob and Jeremy did. Yeah, you will have to teach him English. Yeah, I should, actually. Well, I've got a school. I've got 2 schools, so I could teach him English, but I can understand him well, even though I'm not good of I can barely understand English. I don't even know if Bob and Jeremy are watching this for my UFO. They're just watching like me speak no English. But I just run on my cup of tea already. But yeah, I'm gonna have to teach him English. His voice is a bit high pitched though, for an alien. I don't even know what aliens' voices are, but I have to get him like a voice changer or something. Like building him a voice changer in his UFO house. So he can have one episode high pitch, low episode low pitch, and something like that. Besides, and yeah, Shadal's been quiet for a while, he has. If you don't know who Shadal is, he's basically my arch nemesis in my road series, so you could probably not tell at all. Because he's not attacked for like a month. He attacked twice, like 1 or 2 months ago. So he's been quiet. I don't like it. I like how he's not attacking, but I hate that he could just attack any moment, even though I'm not even in my epic world right now, so that's our question, isn't it? Yeah, we'll get into the stories in just a second, but I feel like he's gonna plan something soon, because it's usually about this point where he would attack, because he has like 10, 20 or even 30 episodes planning time, and then he tries to attack, fails, and rinse and repeat. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. He might be from the north, either from north, south, east, and west, and you spelled north wrong. But, yeah, I'll get into the source in just 1 second. Yeah, I do know what you mean. I was just saying that Char's been quiet for a while now. I don't know why we ranted about Epic World stuff in the stream, but yeah, I'll get into the videos in just 1 second. I just want to know what you guys think about why Shadal's been quiet for a while. I don't like it though. Don't like it because... Shut up. I feel like he's going to plan something. I don't like it. I don't like it. I actually want to know what he's planning. Like, I don't know if he's not planning anything in the castle because I've been there more times behind you. Oh, haha. You think he's behind me and he's a Minecraft character. He has to... That'd be creepy. I had like a real life version of my Minecraft skin. That'd be weird. But still. Still. Yeah, he's been quiet for a while. Don't like it. He's not planning anything in the castle because I've been in there quite a lot since the last one. But he still has that cage from when he kidnapped my cats once. Yeah, made you look, even though I could see myself in the reflection of the camera, so that's our window. Yeah, okay, I'm going to get into these stories now because we spent 11 minutes ranting. Right, let's do this. So the first one we're going to watch is Christmas stories. To get us inside the Christmassy mood. Please don't be adverts, please don't be adverts, please don't...
Need faster broadband? Autosurrogate can check your broadband speed and find you a better deal so you
Has he moved? I don't know. He hasn't moved. I don't think he has moved anyway. He still has that cage from the episode called Catnapped when he kidnapped my cat, sworn ass. But he's still not got rid of it. Because I looked in there yesterday. Okay, let's get into the stories now. Christmas stories of 2020. Let me try to get this things out a little bit.
My dad always loved going crazy with the Christmas lights when I was young.
Bloody hell, that's a bit low, isn't it?
Christmas lights when I was young.
There you go, that's okay-ish.
He was an overachiever with it, and always had to have the most impressive display on the block. The year of 2010 was no exception. He set the lights up on timers so that they'd flash along to certain Christmas songs, which was becoming a popular trend in 2010. We had a bunch of onlookers.
What does this say about the quality?
I take videos. My dad always ate that up. This was on a night where there was a light snowfall, and it was below freezing out, so not the weather a lot of onlookers would want to come and check out the display. There were a couple that we noticed, a woman and then a man. The woman left after a few minutes. The man stayed and admired it. We saw a smile on his face. He stayed for quite some time actually, and I knew my dad loved that. Eventually it got late, and it started snowing a little heavier, so my dad pulled the plug on the lights for the night. Quite literally pulled the plug. The lights and music outside stopped, and on that note, that meant the night was approaching its end. Everyone went upstairs to shower or brush their teeth or do whatever they had to do. I went to my room upstairs and looked out the window. It was a curiosity thing to see how many people still had their lights on.
Can you hear this, by the way? Because I don't want to turn it that loud.
But I picked up on more than just that. That man who was admiring the lights was still outside on the sidewalk, facing the house, even though all the lights were now off. I called my dad over, a bit confused and concerned. He came to the window with me and looked out. "What do you think he's doing?" I asked. "I don't know," my dad said. We both assumed the guy might be waiting for the lights to turn back on. Either that or he may be loony, or both.
Okay, we're good.
My dad said just lower the blinds and ignore it. He'll go away eventually. I brushed my teeth, got some water, then turned off my light and climbed into bed. I heard the little flakes of snow tapping on the window, a sound I always found very relaxing, but I wasn't relaxed. I was wide awake and curious. I had to look out my window. I pulled the blind up just a little to sneak a peek outside. The man was gone, and I could see footprints in the snow on our front lawn, which started from the sidewalk. Curiosity got the best of me. I tiptoed downstairs to the front door, which has 3 square glass windows at the top of it. I peeked through that glass, and I wish I hadn't. He was standing on the other side of the door, looking at the glass window, a big smile on his face, accentuating his crow's feet and smile lines. He had a mustache and was wearing one of those old-time wool caps and a large black coat. He had a look of crazy in his eye. For that brief couple of seconds I looked at him before falling back screaming. Everyone came out of their rooms in response to my screams. I pulled the front door open for my dad.
Can you still hear this?
The man wasn't on the
Because I don't want to turn up too much louder.
Quickly walking across the street into the park. My dad, brother, and I all rushed to put on our shoes, skipping the coats so to not waste time. We chased after him by following his footprints.
Why are you running?
I was so cold it felt like thousands of icicles were stabbing my body.
Okay, we're good.
We got across the street to the park and went into the trees. But following the footprints got harder under the trees as less snow had accumulated, until there was not enough snow at all to even leave footprints in. We had to give up and run back home to warmth. Technically, we don't know if that man did anything illegal, just downright disturbing and creepy. Maybe he was messing with my family, maybe he was mentally ill.
Maybe he
None of
wanted the
these
lights to
questions
turn
will
back
ever
on.
be answered, though.
No, he was just begging for you to turn the lights back on. Duh.
I was on my way home from working a graveyard shift on Christmas Eve.
Graveyard shift?
It was a snowy night. The roads were icy and slippery. I was driving slow and cautious.
Oh,
as
I
such
would
a
hate
Christmas.
to drive in snow.
There were next to no cars on the road at all. Just the occasional snowplow truck.
'Cause I think this time of the
I was on
year,
a quiet
Christmas
service
time, is
road
usually
when I
where
came to
car
the red
crashes
light.
happen the most.
There were two cars in front of me. The light quickly turned green.
Because
but
of how
cars
much
didn't
the
move.
roads are slippery.
I'm not the type to honk, if ever, but after 30 seconds of neither of the cars moving, I finally tapped on the horn. Still nothing. The car in front of me wasn't even honking at the car in front of him.
Move your git.
Another like 20 seconds passed, and I honked again. I noticed someone on the sidewalk watching this happen. I thought he must be thinking, what an asshole, whoever's in the front car. We were sitting there so long now that the light changed to red again. Like I said, I'm not the type to honk, so I'm definitely not the type to get out of my car and confront someone. But this was too much. I was exhausted and wanted to go home. I got out from my car and walked over to the car in front of
Move,
me,
you soppy
which
old
for the
git.
record was still on. Both of them were. When I knocked on the window, I looked inside. The car was empty. I walked to the car in front of it, and it was empty too. There was no way to explain this. Two running cars blocking a lane. No one inside either of them. No signs of an accident or anything. I was ready to ask that guy on the sidewalk if one of these cars were his. But when I looked in the direction where he was standing, he wasn't there anymore. The light turned green. Okay, whatever. I was gonna drive around them on the opposite side of the
Yeah,
road.
drive
and be
past
gone.
him, dude.
So that's what I did. I was way too unsettled to stick around there. A few blocks down, I saw a cop car parked in an empty parking lot. Unfortunately, I missed the entrance, so I started honking my horn and flashing my lights to get his attention.
Move your
Worked.
soppy
He
old
turned
git.
his car on and exited the parking lot to pull up behind me on the road. It felt like he was pulling me over, kind of, because he exited his car to walk up to mine. I didn't leave my car as a respect thing, I guess. I lowered my window and told him about the two weird abandoned cars back there and how they were obstructing traffic. He thanked me and said he'd check it out. Then his attention turned to something in the back seat, and he said, "Why is he laying on the floor like that?" "What?" I said. I turned around and saw a hooded man laying on the floor of my car. I screamed
Oh.
at the cop. I stepped out and yelled at the cop that I didn't know him. The cop drew his gun and ordered the guy to step out with his hands raised. He did so. When the man was in handcuffs, I recognized him as the guy standing on the side of the road. So I told the cop. The cop called for backup. He shook my hand and told me he'd take care of the rest, and to get home safe, and we wished each other a Merry Christmas.
The hell's with
We
this
drove home
crap
with a mix of
quality,
emotions,
lad?
But that Christmas, all I know is I had a newfound appreciation for police officers.
Good lad. Yeah, we might hit on police officers, but this one's a lad.
My wife and I live in a duplex in Queens, New York.
That looks nice.
Last month, two upper middle-aged women moved in next door. We never had the chance to greet them the first few days. They seemed very quickly in and out at first. On, say, the fourth day, I caught one of the women carrying a box from her car into her side of the house, so I walked out to finally greet her. Her name is Frances, and she seemed normal enough, but she also seemed like she was in a hurry, so I didn't steal too much of her time. The next day was Christmas Eve, so my wife and I were preparing to host my sister and their families. During our Christmas Eve dinner, which was going completely normal, we all went silent and looked at the door when we all heard the sound of someone trying to push open the locked door. I got up and opened the door to see who it was. By the time I opened the door, there was no one on the stoop, but there was this woman walking down the sidewalk. I began to call out, but stopped mid-first word, deciding not to even bother.
Move you soppy old
Maybe she
git.
had the wrong house, and that's what I said to my family when I sat down. Wrong house. My family all left around 9 that night. After that, the wife and I began our cleanup. I was mid-washing dishes when the front door opened and then shut pretty aggressively. In my head, it could have been my wife or any of my sisters returning because they forgot something. When I called for my wife and she answered from a different room, I knew it wasn't her. So I turned off the sink, dried my hands, and walked into the living room.
Wait a minute. Any skit? Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Oh my god. Yes, there is.
There was a woman sitting in my big recliner chair in the
Oh
corner.
god.
She was looking at the wall, muttering
Why
something to
you?
herself.
Oh god, my
I
whole my
recognized her
teeth
to be
has
one
a
of the women
hole
from
in.
next door. My wife entered the room and gasped.
You can,
I calmly told
you can
the
see
woman she
the
was on
nose.
the
You
wrong
can see
side
my
of the
nose with the
house.
thing.
Then she looked at me
I
and
don't want to
continued
look.
muttering inaudible words.
What the
There was clearly some form of dementia.
stupid git?
I told my wife to go hurry and knock on the neighbor's door.
I'm not gonna nip.
My wife left and was back with Frances surprisingly quickly. Frances seemed very relieved and grabbed the woman by the arm and pulled her off the chair and out of the house to their side. Frances came back a minute later to apologize and explain that her sister has what's known as sundowning syndrome, a form of dementia in which the symptoms get worse as the day goes on.
What
I
the?
asked a question I felt rather important, which was, does she get aggressive at all in this state? I didn't like her answer. She said it's just best to leave her alone later in the day when she starts acting up. I wasn't overly friendly, considering I was pretty taken aback by what just happened, but I wasn't rude either.
Why have I got this in my
Frances
hand? It's
left,
supposed to be on my
and
hand.
my wife and I just looked at each other with these "what the hell just happened" looks
Sometimes
on
I
our
keep
faces.
forgetting it's on my view.
Anyway, this time I remembered to lock the door. The next day, we went to my wife's parents' house for Christmas dinner. It was a nice time. We got home late since they live about an hour away, so I'd say we got home around 11. We cuddled up in bed and watched whatever Christmas movie was still on at that point. After that, our Christmas was over, and we cut the TV and went to sleep.
Why is I not here? I might have to skip some of this. Actually, I'm just gonna move on in general because I can't be arsed with this scary imagery. So, okay, we'll watch one or two more, and then because also in the title, if you can't see it, if you don't know, I'll be watching. If you just tuned in, be watching Mr. Nightmare Horror Stories, animated horror stories, and SMG4 videos. Like I'm going to be doing today, tomorrow on Tuesday. Because why not? So, I'll find one more to watch and then I'll be done. Oh, this might be a good one. With footage.
I got goosebumps and closed my phone.
See, here's scary stories with actual footage. Because that just makes life so much better. And we'll have one or two more and then we'll go on to the animated horror stories.
It was a Tuesday night. I was laying on my bed trying to get some sleep. I laid there for about 3 hours until I decided to get up and take a walk around my neighborhood just to clear my head. It was 2 in the morning. I was walking down the street when I remembered there's an abandoned building in our neighborhood. I decided to visit it. People say that this building is haunted, and I've always wanted to see what's inside of it. The building itself looked really creepy. Broken windows, a huge metal door which said no entry with red paint. As an 18-year-old college student, I wanted to be adventurous. I climbed through one of the broken windows and got inside the building. I took out my phone and started to record so I could show off in front of my friends. Just to let you guys know, my phone works completely fine. There's no problem with it. The place was really dark. The only source of light in that building was from my phone. It took me a couple of seconds to realize I was inside a small room. I walked out the door into the hallway. It was an apartment. I was doing commentary while recording to make it look cool.
What's up, guys?
Got out
Here's
of the
Morg.
apartment and into the main hall of the building. Here's a picture of the main hall. On the left side of the
That's why
elevator,
you're doing a
there's small
video,
passageway which leads to a
you're
really
not taking
small room under the
photographs.
stairs, as seen in this picture. I went there to investigate. When I got close to the room, I heard a clicking noise from the first door. I was frozen for a split second. I walked back to the main hall, still recording. Then I heard a loud sound of metal dropping on concrete. I almost crapped my pants. I wanted to get the hell out of there, but something inside me told me to go upstairs and find out what it was.
Oh, I can watch it. I want to watch like some short ones and ones I've not seen yet. I'm not quarantining because I've already watched those in I think the first video. Horrifying snowboy close calls. I don't know if these are actually scary stories, but like horrifying for these guys. But who cares? Oh God, please be okay.
In this video, a father and his 11-year-old son are snowboarding in France. Two make a point of riding off the piste, which is the actual ski run with the more compacted snow. Because of this, the father isn't able to see a crevasse which was completely covered by snow. A crevasse is a deep crack or hole found in the surface of a sheet of ice. As the father falls headfirst into the hole, the only thing that stops him from continuing to fall deeper is his snowboard, which wedges against the two walls of the crevasse.
Oh. Oh my God.
Luckily, his son notices and hears his father's cries for help before he's too far gone, and comes back to try and assist him. When he's unable to help, the son calls for assistance, and 3 doctors who they passed earlier came to his aid to dig him out. At one point in the video, you can see just how far down the crevasse seems to go. And had his son not noticed him fall in, he may have fallen in deeper to a point where it would have been impossible to find him.
That's why I don't like going. I don't want to
Naked,
skiing.
a father and his son are glazed the space around a tree under its branches that does not get the same amount of snow as the surrounding open space. Therefore, it can end up sucking a person in if they get too close. If the father had been ahead of his son, it's likely he may not have been able to save his son, as you can even hear him say at one point that he couldn't breathe. Tree balls are actually responsible for 20% of all ski-related deaths.
See, I don't. They should make skiing more safer.
Many people fear the ski lifts more than the
These
actual
actually prepare
act
me
of
just in case I do
skiing or
skiing in the
downhill.
future.
There have actually been many ski lift horror stories to surface the internet, some involving death. Back in 2018, a shocking ski lift accident in Georgia's Eastern Godoy Resort left 11 people with mild injuries. The ski lift went out of control when suddenly the chairlift started to move in reverse at a very high speed, crushing ski lift chairs into each other. Some were actually thrown from the chairlifts as their chairs violently whipped around the bottom of the lift.
Oh my God! Cinders and ashes. Holy moly! Look at these dudes!
In the background, you can see people hanging onto their chairs, waiting until they were close enough to the ground to jump.
Just go suicide bomb it. Second angle? What do you mean second angle? Oh, no, look out, lad. Ooh. Oh! Oh my God! Oh! Holy Jesus! Thank God snow was there. I don't know if snow would be that good either, but at least it's more better than concrete. Run, run, run! Go on, lads. Careful, everyone. No, just... These people are smart to do what they do.
Just based off the video footage from these 2 different angles, you could imagine the horror of the visitors as they were being yelled at by bystanders to jump off the moving chairs. This accident did not lead to any deaths.
Oh, phew. Maybe some injured, but they could heal. Hopefully.
This quick
Depends how
clip,
bad the injury
the
is.
man is following the tracks made by a previous skier, only to realize once it's too late that the tracks led to a drop of over 150 feet. Unable to stop, the man free falls off the cliff into the snow.
Oh, no. No, be careful. Be careful, mate. Oh!
One would expect any person falling from this kind of height to be in critical condition, if not dead. But the man nonchalantly wipes off the camera and states that only his head and ribs hurt a little.
Thank you. Head hurts a little, and your ribs. I think I'm good.
Hey. That turned out better than I would have thought it would.
This is another clip in which an inexperienced snowboarder is tackling backcountry. All is well until he reaches a rocky part of the slope, and realizing there's no way he can successfully snowboard down this, he attempts to walk around the rocky section, only to slip and fall on a slippery surface, leading him to tumble for exactly 20 seconds.
Oh no, what happens afterwards? Why does rocks have to be involved? Oh, I can't watch this. Oh, what's with these cracking noises? Oh my god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Are you okay? Are you okay? I don't know if he's okay. Right.
He escaped this with only a few broken bones.
A few broken bones. Oh yeah, that's a good achievement, is it?
This questionable video shows a young
I'm
man
surprised the guy who
snowboarding
didn't
down
jump
a hill
150
near a
feet
major road. Little does he
got
know
injury.
until it's almost too late that there's a steep drop off to the ground below. The only thing that saved him and allowed him to stop himself just over the cliff was the rock or ice block that he was holding onto.
Oh, that was close. Jesus. I'm actually really invested in this.
In a later shot, you could see just how steep of a drop this would have been, and depending on how he landed, it could have easily killed him.
Whoa, how much fee is that? I bet this is like, skiing people need to watch this video the most than any other people, just to show like how dangerous skiing could be and what to avoid.
This was a video posted on this channel many years ago. Maybe some of you remember it. An inexperienced snowboarder was tackling slushmans at Bridger Bowl, a very intense slope for somebody inexperienced with that kind of terrain. He comes up to some rocks that he knew he couldn't snowboard around, so he takes off his board to walk around it.
Is he humming? No, just go back up. I don't know what would.
As his board starts to slip away, he frantically grabs for it, causing him to start sliding uncontrollably down the rocky slopes.
Oh! Don't go after it. Why would you go after it, you silly sod? So they have plenty of spares. Oh, jeez, oh god, oh.
The GoPro falls off his head as he continues tumbling down another few hundred feet. A ski patrolman finds it and puts it in his pocket as it's still recording. The man who recorded this video says he had a laceration of 6 to 8 inches across his head and down to his brain and a broken neck, which, considering that he didn't have the helmet on, was actually a miracle, as he could have easily died. One thing that can be gathered from all these clips is that you should never ski or snowboard alone.
Or just don't do it at all. Stupid old git. Okay, let's watch one more. Let's try to find another one like that. What we just seen. Let's try and find one more just like that one, and then we'll head on to the animated bit of his video. Yeah, because we are watching animated horror stories as well. Not, well, maybe for Mr. Nightmare himself, or it could just be for someone else. But it's either for Mr. Nightmare himself, right? Not like, yeah, there's been a channel called Rama Art that's actually done animated horror stories on Mr. Nightmare. Some of his stories, not all of them, obviously, but I'm just trying to find another one like that video. Just cut to my view. Oh, the Ouija board. Next episode, we're gonna have to watch that one. Oh, here's an animated story. Him here. We'll come back. We'll watch that one first. Okay, let's watch 5 most disturbing things that's happened in schools because why not? I'm in schools relatable. Oh, I don't know if I've already watched this one or not, but why not? Let's give it a go.
The 5 most disturbing things that have happened in schools.
Jesus, get away from the mic, lad.
So in honor of a new semester starting again, today we're going to look at some of the most disturbing things that have happened in schools around the world.
Is this mic broken or something?
Number 5.
Goodness, what's going
A
on here?
recent Reddit post in the subreddit Creepy documented the horrifying tale of a teenager named Jack. Jack says he attended West Lynn High School in Oregon. He raised his hand one day to go to the bathroom during class, and on his way to the bathroom felt a strange presence in the hallway, feeling as if something were following him.
Hey, why would there be anything in a school? Why would there be anything in a school? That's what I don't get. That's good. I'm ready to see if you can hear this because I don't want it. We'll have it like 20 because I don't want it that loud. Plus, this video is quite loud anyway. Have it in a
Class. As he was in the bathroom stall, he started to hear this.
Oh.
Class. He started to hear this.
Oh.
Class.
Okay, let's watch. Let's see if there's any. What the hell is that? No. This, I don't know. Actually,
Sounds of nails.
I'll screw it. Let's watch a different one. Oh, hi, Simi Sperm. Welcome to the stream. Oh, have I said your name right? Because I suck at doing names. As. Okay, wait a second. Well, Mr. Amazon actually done some animated stories himself. I thought it was just that other channel I mentioned earlier. Yeah. It's kind of more animated stuff here. But, meh. Alien encounters? Okay, what? Duff? Okay, let's watch 6 really creepy unsolved mysteries. Because why not, right?
Number 6, Living Gnome. In 2008, a creepy gnome was caught on film in Argentina. Jose Alvarez, who filmed the gnome, reported that they caught the creature on film while walking about in their hometown of General Güemes, Argentina. He stated, "We were chatting about our last fishing trip.
What does that say?
To film a bit with my
I can't read. Yeah, that's a problem. I can't read.
phone while the others were chatting and joking.
Oh crap! The volume's still on.
Suddenly, we heard something. A weird noise as if someone was throwing stones.
What the hell is that?
We looked to one side and saw that the grass was moving. To begin with, we thought it was a dog, but when we saw this gnome-like figure
That's a dog.
We were really afraid.
No wonder.
Other locals have since come forward to say that they have spotted the gnome, and the town has been covered in a pall of fear ever since the first sighting.
Gnome spotted.
Number 5. The Devil's Footprints. On the night of February 9th, 1855, after a light snowfall, a series of hoof-like marks appeared in the snow. These footprints, measuring 1.5 to 2.5 inches wide and 8 inches apart, continued throughout the countryside for a total of over 100 miles, and although veering at various points, for the greater part of their course followed straight lines. Houses, rivers, haystacks, and other obstacles were traveled straight over, and footprints appeared on the tops of snow-covered roofs and high walls which lay in the footprints' path, as well as leading up to and exiting various drain pipes of as small as a 4-inch diameter. There were also rumors about sightings of a devil-like figure in the Devon area during the scare.
How do you know what devil looks
armed
like?
themselves and attempted to track down the beast responsible without success. Recently, on the night of March 12, 2009, More strange marks, corresponding to those left in 1855, were found again in Devon. Number 4. Jeff. In September 1931, the Irving family claimed to hear persistent scratching and rustling noises behind their farmhouse's wooden wall panels. At first, they thought it was a rat, but
Unless this is just any imagery that's going on here. Don't think there is, but we should. Because I don't know if I've seen this one before, but no.
then the unseen creature began making different sounds, sometimes spitting like a ferret,
Oh yeah, there's all my
growling
views too.
like a dog, or gurgling like a baby. The creature soon revealed an ability to speak and introduced itself as Jeff, a mongoose. It claims to have been born in New Delhi, India, in 1852. According to Vori, the daughter, who was the only person to see him properly, Jeff was the size of a small rat with yellowish fur and a large bushy tail. Jeff variously claims to be an extra clever mongoose, an earthbound spirit, and a ghost in the form of a weasel. He once said, "I am a freak. I have hands and I have feet, and if you saw me, you would faint. You'd be petrified, mummified."
What do you mean
turned into
hands and
stone
feet?
or a
Half
pillar
the
of salt.
all the population of it
Vori
on
Irving, who
humans
took Jeff
has
under her wing, died in 2005.
arms and legs.
In an interview published late in life, she claimed that Jeff was not her creation.
What do you mean her
Number
creation?
3. James Warson. On September 3rd, 1873, a man named James Warson had accepted a challenge to race in record time from the town of Leamington to the town of Coventry, a 20-mile trek. He had been boasting of his foot skills and then was asked to prove them. So, with sporting good spirits, he set about to do just that. Two friends, Emerson Burns and Barham Wise, followed behind in a horse-drawn carriage. Burns brought along his camera. Warson was never out of their sight and would often turn around while running to exchange some friendly words with the two riders. Running in the middle of the road, Warson suddenly appeared to stumble and pitch forward, having time enough for only one short, piercing scream. Wise later said it was the most ghastly sound either of us have ever heard. But as Warson pitched forward with that terrible cry, instead of falling to the ground as he appeared to be about to have done, he completely and totally vanished in mid-fall before ever striking the ground.
What the hell?
The road itself told the story, and Wise took the pictures to prove it. There, in the soft dirt, were Warson's footprints. They led down the middle of the road, looked as if the runner stumbled, and there they disappeared. A search was called, and the locals scoured the area for James. The bloodhounds used in the search were strangely reluctant to approach the spot where Warson disappeared. He was never seen or heard from again. Number 2. August 7th, 1973 will remain a day of mystery and possible tragedy. Several people in New Mexico that day, using CB radios, heard the disturbing cries for help from a little boy. He said his name was Larry, and that he was trapped in a red and white pickup truck. He was with his father, who he thinks had a heart attack and was dead. He said that they had been on a rabbit hunting trip when his father collapsed on the steering wheel. Larry claimed that the truck had flipped over into a ravine, and both doors were jammed shut and he was unable to escape. The boy's signal faded in and out over the next few days, and was also heard in California, Wyoming, and Arizona. In a panic, Larry began to flip between channels crying for help. Police began a search and rescue team. One helicopter pilot who was searching the Manzano Mountains in New Mexico for Larry says that he made contact with a little boy calling for help, but he called himself David, not Larry.
Wait, what?
A family traveling from Missouri was reported missing on August 11th, and they had a son named Larry, but they were eventually found. On August 12th, an Army sergeant claimed to have spoken to the boy for 3 hours, but could not get him to give more information about himself, like his phone number or address, etc. No more contacts could be made with Larry. It is presumed his battery died. The search was called off on August 13th. The police stated that there was no concrete evidence. They also say that the boy, if real, may have died sooner than the transmission stopped. and that the subsequent transmissions from different states, some were even heard in Canada, were hoaxes. Many believe it was a hoax, but those who spoke to Larry swear to this day that it wasn't, that the emotion and the crying they heard from little Larry was no doubt the real thing. Number 1. On November 29th, 1970, a professor and his daughters were hiking in the Isdalen Valley in Norway when they came across the partially charred remains of a young woman. She was surrounded by a large quantity of sleeping pills and bottles of gasoline. All the clothing she was wearing had the tags removed, and her fingerprints had been sanded off. A dental screening was done, and some of her dental work was done using techniques only found in Latin America. She was eventually traced back to 2 suitcases at the NSB train station in Bergen. Her luggage contained a prescription lotion with the doctor's name removed, and a few pieces of broken glass with partial fingerprints, and 500 German marks, which is the equivalent of $350 under the lining of one of the suitcases. They discovered the woman had traveled by train across Europe under 9 different names. There were diaries found with her things that contained cryptic notes that the police deciphered were codes listing the places that she had been. Witnesses say she wore wigs as she traveled and spoke several languages such as French, German, English, and Dutch. She stayed at several hotels in Bergen. After checking into each, she would change rooms several times, always requiring a balcony, and would always order porridge with milk for room service. A local man came to the police saying that 5 days prior to the body's discovery, he came across a very elegant woman while hiking. He noted that she wasn't dressed for being outdoors, much less on a remote hiking trail, and that her face was distorted with fear.
I'm just trying to sort my charger out.
He claimed that she attempted to mouth something to him, but was followed closely by 2 large men in black coats. The man waited 32 years to come public with this story, stating that when he contacted the police, the officer who answered told him, "Forget her. She was dispatched. The case will never be solved."
Okay. I didn't get a single thing from that last story there. Okay, let's now get on to the animated bit of this video. Oh yeah, we have to watch the animated version. I forgot. Let's see if my phone's charging. Hope it is. Right, we have to find. Just go find the animated. Just give me a moment while I try to find it. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Nope. There you go. True Scary Hunting. They were the only things that was haunting, innit? So, alright, let's do this. Jesus Christ on a bike.
I was doing some night hog hunting in the woods near my backyard. I was hiding in the tower I had built about a decade ago. In case anyone's wondering, I of course had a night vision scope attachment. I guess I'm what you would consider a hardcore hunter. I don't want to bore you with the unnecessary story prolonging details, so I'll make this short. And I want everyone to know that though I agree this story sounds far-fetched and crazy, it is nothing but the truth. And I in a way actually consider myself lucky that I'll always have such a horrifying story to share. So, while I was sitting in the tower waiting for movement, it finally came. I took aim and found the source. But it wasn't at all a hog, or any kind of animal I was expecting. It was a person, a man wearing all black.
I can't see.
Black sweatpants, black shoes, and a black hoodie with the hood over his head. But that wasn't the freakiest part. He was dragging a sack behind him. My heart started
Actually, I
racing.
probably won't
I was
watch
pretty
it.
sure I was witnessing this guy trying to bury a body. I continued to watch him, but then he slowed down, and I swear to God, it looked as if he turned his head up to...
I think we should just watch SMG4 videos after this, because I think this is a bit too scary for my liking. Don't. I will watch animated stories, but I thought I was a lot more ready than I thought I was. So where's the plus? I just need to edit the title.
me.
Ah! Okay, that's definitely not what I was hoping for.
I ducked down under the wooden walls of the tower, shaking in my boots. Yes, I had a gun, but just the idea of using it against a person is horrifying. I lay low, praying to God that he hadn't seen me. It wouldn't make sense if he could, though. It's practically pitch black out here.
Alright, we're gonna go toilet. I'll leave this on. And I need to go toilet
At
quick.
least, that was my logic. Seconds felt like an eternity as I waited for the footsteps in the leaves to move elsewhere, but I didn't hear any footsteps. All I heard was the sound of a foot hitting one of the wooden planks on the ladder of the tower. I felt the entire tower vibrate and shake as there were 2 more steps moving up the ladder. At this point, I was asking myself deep down, am I going to be able to shoot someone? But for some reason, whoever was down there decided not to climb all the way up, as I heard them jump back down to the forest ground and began dragging the sack away. I think I stayed frozen like a statue for at least 10 minutes before even peeking over the ledge again. The coast seemed clear. I had to get home and warn the police immediately. I hopped over the ledge and descended down the ladder. I turned on my pocket flashlight, which in hindsight was a stupid move considering the situation, and ran back in the direction of my house. I was only able to run for about 10 seconds or so when I heard the rapid, manic footsteps crunching the leaves from behind me. I took a look over my shoulder, and there he was, inches away from my face. I spun around and shot him in the shoulder.
Oh!
He
Well,
stopped
I heard
and
the
screamed
dramatic
in agony,
music,
and I
but...
took that moment to finish my dash to my house.
Go on, lad.
Again, in hindsight, I should have held him hostage somehow, but that doesn't even matter now. I called the police, who showed up within 15 minutes with a whole search squad, and I led them all into the woods to the exact location where I shot him. There was a faint yet noticeable blood trail spilled onto the leaves, which led past the body bag, which the cops seized, and eventually right to the maniac, who was hiding under a log next to a tree. He was arrested and tried for the murder of Jin Quen Sakanaki, a Japanese corner store owner. I don't know the full story behind it, but I do know I won't forget this one for the rest of my life, and I'll also be telling it for the rest of my life.
Jesus Christ. It was a bit more dramatic than I thought it would be. To be honest. Even though it's a 4-minute story, but like that's going to be... Alright, let's watch some SMG4 now. These are... Yeah, we've had a horror bit and now we have a comedy bit of the video. Oh yeah, it was just 10-year anniversary yesterday. We'll watch that in tomorrow's stream, if maybe. Let's see what videos we could watch. I know so. Oh, we have to watch this classic.
Chromebooks have built-in virus protection for built-in peace of mind. Switch to Chromebook.
Turn that down.
Okie dokie. Get ready to move your things.
Ugh. Whoa. Jesus Christ. Yeah, close enough. Pfft. Meanwhile. Oh god. This is no good. Boom!
Brother, mamma mia. What?
Are you okay, Paul? Thanks a lot, Faz.
This is what I do. I sit on you. Sit on
Oh, that's not gonna feel comfortable.
This is what I do. I sit on you. Right on your lap.
Oh. Oh god. Run. Quick. That's actually kind of iconic, that is. Oh. Oh.
Luigi.
I love how there's a blue Mario in this, which is obviously SMG4. Of. Run, run, run. Oh.
Mamma mia.
I don't want to die. Oh, for God's sake. What the hell?
My scrotums. What?
Oh, for God's sake. You left it on. Oh yeah, the toads are gonna save the day, innit, lad? Well, that's right.
And you gotta help us. No! No.
Use the spaghetti bait.
How can I help you?
Hey, I'm Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog.
I love how he actually makes a model for each character, even though not from Mario 64. Sonic the Hedgehog 1, mutual friend. Oh, hell no. He's like, no.
That tastes like shit.
Then why do they Smash Bros? Get the Smash Brothers Ultimate. Why does... Wait.
What?
I love how he's got an M on his head. Oh. Well done.
Well, he's my bro. He's got nothing to do, and he was up for it.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Did the bait work? Oh yeah, they have text for each cast member, for each other. Run! Oh my god, that fat dude again. Oh, Toadsworth, my G. We're gonna do for your walking stick. Wait, what? Okay, that's not working. Run.
Come at me, bro. You mad?
Oh,
Okie dokie.
You son of a bitch!
oh my god.
Game over. Bye-bye, Luigi. Princess Bowser, go.
You son of a bitch! Be a man! It's not possible!
Uh-oh. Oh my god.
Oh
Right. It's Pac-Man. Okay, never mind. Screw it.
I am sick of your shit!
I just wanted to be your friend.
I'm so sorry!
I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, by the way, these are not family friendly. Oops, guys, so mad.
They took his dog! They burnt it down!
Not really.
Holy fuck.
Oh, yeah. And nothing of value was lost.
Oh. Yes, there might be. Oh my god, that's a classic, that is. I mean, that's the most viewed video on the channel, I think. I can't really remember. Oh, yes. One of my favourites, this is. Yeah, this will be the last video we will be react. Well, either we watch one or two more. And then tomorrow we'll react some more, and then and Tuesday as well. Let me in.
Oh, no.
He's jammed.
Hindi pa natutunan. Oh. I got it. Yes. Wow.
Knock off that bracket.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, perfect.
Mamma mia. Luigi! Oh, Mario.
I'm a fallen, and I can't get off.
Okie dokie.
Mamma mia.
Boy, this makes me so happy. So nice.
Oh yeah, SMG4 made Mario a bit stupid. Uh-oh. You bought professionals.
Hey, howdy, hey, we're here to help.
I heard your dick got nicked.
Okay, kung matuturo to, diba?
Mamma mia!
Mario.
Have you tried opening the door?
I'm doomed.
Alright, stand back. Leave it to me.
Oh yeah, that's actually his real voice, by the way.
Okay, on 3, 4.
Oh.
Stand aside. Let me try and just yank it out.
here. Hey, stop. Stop swerving, you little bitch. Let me dingle your dongo. Well, if I can't apply my extra smart strategy, cause Mario's being a little bitch. Strategy, cause Mario's being a little bitch. What the hell could you possibly be doing? Is egg roll a bench?
Well, you can get help. That's. Just open the door, duh.
Hold on. The military.
Yeah, we decided to take a different career direction for 2020.
Oh yeah, this is before Corona.
Soldiers of the Muslim Kingdom, protectors of the people, saviors of the world, collectors of women.
Of course.
Now hold still while I blow your dick off.
Don't blow it off. Open the door. Target locked, apparently.
Say cheese.
Yeah, this will be the last video I'll be reacting to for this
We
stream.
may have a problem.
What? I was about to push the button.
Kids go die tonight.
Only kids 3 years.
Then, battle stations.
Oh, wow. Aliens. Great story, SMG4.
I'll have it on 8. So if you can't hear it that well, but. So if you can't hear it. Oh! Shut up and shoot. Cannon fire. Of course the door doesn't get blown up. Oh.
What the hell is on your text is Jewish?
You asked and then you west. Take that in and stop. They retreat. That's right. Get off my property.
Yeah, nice. Super Mario can hit stock. Penis.
Oh, Mario's alive. Damn, I must have missed it.
Please open the door.
Stinky.
I need some help. Man, you know what? I think you'll look better with that door. Get your little slaggies. Locked on. Get your little slaggies.
Oh no.
That's not good.
Why is he gonna be picked up by an alien?
Oh no. No.
He's ravioli stuck at the door. Help us now.
He's a funny.
How did he get stuck on the door in the first place? Sure, that's not possible having it slammed on the door. What's with his eyes? A weapon? How do you make a weapon out of that?
Hey, Chris, look. I am Mario Lalo.
Very mature.
You're just jealous of my comedy, Chris. Oh crap. Let's not yet unhealthy baby.
No, it's just Mario and the door.
Oh, what?
Why are they back? Well, obviously they made the weapon, whatever that means.
Is that a new weapon?
Oh no.
It's
you super fools, you're fired indoors. Get this best behavior recess garbage. What's my little swag move? Get stuck in the door.
Well, don't be so original.
Bloody Nora. Look at the Teletubby.
Alright, what's going on here?
I guess you were expecting to touch my penis. You box of food. Just suffer. The body I've lost. The comrades I've lost. Oh, start hurting.
Oh.
Abandon ship. Abandon ship.
Bro, are you all right?
My dick fell off.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wow.
Oh no.
Wait, why are they? No, they're ditching.
Thank you so much, you piece of shit.
I'll see you around. Oh,
Well, would you look at that? Those aliens fixed your biggest problem.
Thank you so much.
Mario's penis is real hard.
Oh yeah.
Okie dokie. Hey Mario, what are you doing now? Now that you're free.
Oh boy.
Wow. Gee, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Bro, let me show you my special technique for that.
Why didn't they take over the Earth, though? They defeated our military.
Mamma mia.
Bye bye.
Well, don't push the using that.
oh my god. Yeah, that's all I'm basically. That's pretty much me done for the video. I just turn this off because why not? And plus, my phone's been really weird with the charge for some reason. So yeah, I'm gonna have to end this stream here. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be reacting. I'll be back soon tomorrow to watch more SMG4, and also on Tuesday as well. And on Wednesday we'll be reacting to the 700th episode of Stampede Trophy World. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you won't miss when the next stream comes out. I'll schedule the stream soon at some point between now and tomorrow. Well, I'm not going to do it now because all I want to do is to have a nice cup of tea. I managed to go for an hour and 13 minutes, so it's not about that bad. See you for the final time in the stream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for more streams. Bye bye.